So, hello and welcome back to a brand new episode of Final Fantasy XVI. On the last episode, we fought some enemies on the I forgot what was it called. Like here on to Martha's rest place. We fought some enemies and we saw like some old colleagues of some sort or not colleagues. I forgot how were they called.
Fucking thieving bastard.
Oh, shields, yeah. We met our shields from a long time ago. I don't remember, like 5 or 6, no, 7 or 8 episodes ago. We met them.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your stoners said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they
Oh.
went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as
Ow.
mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
Flip. I'm so sorry about that.
What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate,
And we're
it
here
won't be
to
the
help.
actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Oh. And brand new quests.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Yes, indeed. Into the rest or inn. Sorry.
You wouldn't talk like
What
that
is
if it had
going
been
on
your
here?
men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What
I
brings
forgot
you
who are
here?
you.
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness, or an entire city for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problem.
I hope so.
Sorry for skipping like half of the dialogue. You can just read it down there on the subtitles. But sometimes the dialogue is pretty long and pretty annoying.
So,
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds...
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own, before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandit.
It appears we have a plan of... Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Oh. Guess this quest is not going to be that long. Or it's just talking. No.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
Yeah. Sorry for skipping that. Just I
Can't
want to
believe that
go
actually worked.
faster for
Conrad, and there's a reason.
the missions.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalamil is...
But actually, from destroying the crystal, the scenario of everything's just like more red. It's
If I had
actually
my
changed
pickaxe,
a
I would-
lot. And when we first came here, it was pretty bright. Now it's approximately kind of dark.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed,
Oh, man.
certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
it is worse
Brick
than I
Clive,
thought.
why?
If If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have if our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow. We must stand united.
Alright.
All right. If it will help to protect my home.
And my guy Clive steals some help.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
It's really
She
bad
saw
of a
right through it.
performance.
I didn't say it was good. Merely that it produced the... Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm
Hey,
scared.
Victor.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may
Of course
even
they
learn to...
did.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was
Oh.
before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Mistakes I can see.
That is a lot of...
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
I
We'll
still
hold
love
them off
that
for as long as we can.
there's
We will
a
do the
corpse
same.
here that somebody just like inspects and he just stays like that throughout the whole flipping game. Where are they? Oh, I'm blind. Come on.
The women
I've been waiting for you guys.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
Come on. Get over here. And they're more ensuing. Of course they are.
They mean to overwhelm us.
These guards. These guards. Yeah, these guards. I have a spellcaster somewhere. Actually, not your best. I might as well. There's one. Get. Oh no, they have a range out. Do they have a range? No, they haven't. Oh, I just saw. Alright. Let's see some of these now. And this. No, I thought I hit circle there. But yep, yeah, just almost dead. And my FPS is somehow dropping like crazy. I don't know why. Is it because of my PS5? I don't know. But we got some XP, some gil, and that's nice. And then yeah.
The townspeople.
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
And that's the end of your bandit problems. If that was all the bandits.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there
That's
would have
good
been
that
no line to hold. You
they
saved
get
us,
along now.
Conrad.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that
If the plan
visitors from the
worked, that's
desert won't be
nice.
joining us either.
The plan worked. Granted, it only took...
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? As for you, Sid, you
Because we fight better than we act.
considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as
Got
a
some
compliment.
gear, reputation, XP, and some materials. Alright, the final mission. Where is it? Oh, it's up here. Oh, it's... Oh, now I remember where this is. It's like when we destroyed our first mother crystal. On the capital, I thought we actually searched here for a girl that
First we
was
find
lost.
Isabel.
Yeah, it
I
was
saw
this
it with my
capital.
own eyes.
No, there. So where do we need to go? Oh, it's there.
4 left for more on the captain's orders.
And I accidentally passed it.
Only 2.
I'm a dumb person. I saw it on the map and I didn't go the right way.
You heard what happened in the capital. More. I can't do it. I can't.
My lord. Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different.
Of course.
They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
So we need to
Artemis
find.
Thrall.
I forgot
And what of
her
your
name.
mistress? Is she here? Then we'll look for her there.
What the? What? I have so many flipping questions with my little
We
brother.
could leave.
He just has gone crazy. I don't know what's going on with him no more.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection, and protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people, your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here. It's all we have.
What we have left is our lives.
By the way, I just
You
saw
really
the
want us
summer
to lose
discounts
them
on
as
the
well?
Not if we don't have to.
PS5 store. There's some really good ones, like the Resident Evil Raccoon Edition, yeah, it was the Raccoon
Clive.
Editions, like
It was
with
a
the
noble effort,
Resident Evil
but
2
I
and
thought you might
3.
still need some support.
They're
I'd
remastered.
like you to consider my needs.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin
There's
air.
some good discounts out
And
there.
perhaps they did.
Right now in the summer, but I already have
We'll
most
talk
of
to
the
the
games.
survivor.
Like the Dying Light, it was a great discount. I forgot how much was it. And Dead Space, like the deluxe edition, was still
Did
good
you
at
see
discount.
the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed more when...
Sorry for
Where's my
skipping a
Joseph?
lot of the
It's
cutscenes. I just said like
Just
25
rest now.
times. It's just like just get boring and boring.
Don't leave me, Pa.
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so
Yeah, it's
I went to see
Eater.
if they were all right.
Nice.
And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life.
Leave that to
Yeah.
us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Give me your arm.
But that capital without the crystal behind it looks really weird.
The two soldiers
Without
were
the
carrying
crystal.
another.
It was all they could do to escape.
Do not climb over that. So are we going to the town up ahead or yeah. Yes we are. By the way, talking about discounts. Think I saw I just was scrolling through. Wanted to see what good discounts. Think was Cyberpunk as well, but I do not know if I actually saw it. It was a really good discount as well. Yep. Some ether enemies. Alright, get over here. Have some abilities for you guys.
Clive,
Yeah.
look.
Here you guys are the chosen ones here. And this is how you can defeat more than 3 enemies. Or just 3 enemies. Or just 3 abilities. And some more income. And you're good to get this.
Should I prime?
Oh, they have one
Save your strength.
of these guys. And they're pretty annoying. Yeah, I'll use some of these. How much time do I have? What just happened? And yeah, the one I hate most of DC3 guys, it's this one. You can die so quickly from him. Because of he just moves around a little and dodges more than normal enemies. And he's pretty annoying for that. As you can see.
Nice try.
Oh, and Dorgo somehow turned. So, when Dorgo turns into his actually transform, that's the is it because that they're
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
jumps on. And then this. And he's dead. Okay, damn. Now that's a lot of damage. Alright. Guess we're going back.
There are always.
But this time on a
Then we should let
cutscene.
Isabel know.
Yes, indeed. And if it's this whole entire mission, man, I'm flipping glad.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady.
Philippe here has convinced most of the
course.
men to remain at their posts.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love, and the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Proposal.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved
You
one.
woke.
And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
So that was one of the more quickest side quests, main quests. Man, oh man, I'm glad that we done this real quickly. So,
Seem to have things under control.
think on the next episode, we're going to have the mission that we fight Odin. No, like the mission before fighting Odin in their capital. So, I cannot wait for that mission. So, I'm ending this episode here, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.